By the look in the eyes of the Magic players earlier, they know the job that lies ahead of them. So much activity in Canada's largest city, Toronto, a world-class location for tonight's broadcast. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Orlando Magic. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And here in October, we have a little indication of what may be coming in the East. You look at Orlando, not the start they were hoping for. They're in the bottom half of their conference. And of course, the Toronto Raptors, they're currently tied.
Well, right now for Toronto, they hyped it up at the start of the year, but haven't really followed through. They're so disappointed, and really, so are their fans.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Isaac and Carter up front. Suggs is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Ross in at the 3 slot. And for the Raptors, Van Vliet and Trent Jr. at the guard spots. And Anunoby the 3 with Siakam at the 4. And it's Achua in at the 5 down low. And this game will represent a much-needed win for one of these teams. Grant, I've heard players say they hate losing more than they love winning. Think that's true?
I think it's definitely true. I mean, most players would say that, and I would say that. And we know only one team can win it all, so that competitive streak can be torturous.
Now here's Van Vliet to the left side wing. Here's Siakam, and then Siakam with the jam.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Fultz passes to Carter. Pass to Ross. That one falls. Ross has got 5 points.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
And just over a minute played here to start the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Here's Achua. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Van Vliet with it. Now Carter defending.
Good, strong defensive awareness on display that time from Carter Jr. He's not afraid to mix it up and get scrappy defensively.
Ross for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 25-point game against Indiana. Anunoby can't get it to go. Pass to Carter. Back to Fultz. Now here's Carter. Here's Suggs. Clock at 6. Back to Carter. It's Ross on the wing. Over Achua. Deflected. Carter against Trent. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The game now all tied up.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Magic have gone 2 of 4 so far.
Hard to think of a player who's transformed more than Van Vliet. Undrafted, spent some time in the G League. Now he's a primary catalyst for his team.
Carter can't get it to go.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Van Vliet, that drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Van Vliet's got 5 points.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Woo, scary thought.
Here's Suggs. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Trent against Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Here's Isaac. And the Magic again can't hit. A true all-around talent. Van Vliet gives you the big things and all the little things as well, Grant.
Well, you talk about the points, the assists, but look at the rebounding and the steals and the charges he takes. I mean, he's a glue guy and a star.
Orlando calls timeout.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. In the third spot, Fred VanVleet.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Now Fultz. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here he goes. Inside. Here's Carter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Superb concentration from the big man there. Carter Jr. is experienced at converting difficult shots.
Now here's VanVleet. Tight defense on him. Fultz finds Ross.
You know, going back to 2014, Terrence Ross was a second-year player with the Raptors, and in the midst of that season where he averaged 9 points per game, one night Ross went off for 51, just giving you a glimpse of his high-powered offense.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Raptors with a lead. VanVleet outside with the drive. Achua, it's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
The Magic have gone 3 of 7 so far. Fultz against Trent. Here's Isaac, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And in that incredible game for Ross, he became the first NBA player to score 50 points in a season where they averaged less than 10 points per game.
Yeah, in a home game against the Clippers, B.A., Ross was absolutely cooking, knocking down 10 threes, becoming the second Raptor ever to get half a hungy on somebody.
They get it again. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to VanVleet from behind the arc. The rebound by Ross.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Now here's Anunoby. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Fultz. Basket's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. From the wing. Here's Achua. And a nice finish on the layup. Achua's got his second bucket on the night.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
The 3 from Suggs. And no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year.
They ran away with this season series last year. It was one of the few teams they could beat.
And I think that's where it starts, guys. Neither team a playoff factor. But you work your way up the ladder team by team. And this is really one matchup they feel very confident with. Hey, just put it anywhere up there. T. Ross will go and get it.
Trent outside. Pass to Van Vliet. It's deflected, and they get it back. Achua gets the bucket. The Magic have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. And here's Isaac. Back to Fultz. To the middle. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Trent with it. Now Carter defending. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Wendell Carter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
First free throw is good. And what are the things the teams can afford to tinker with at this stage of the season, Clark, maybe compared to later in the year?
Yeah, you know, Brian, I think still working on rotations. That's certainly something that you want to try to iron out early in the season. Make sure you have units that are working best together. So I think the rotation piece is probably the one thing that jumps out as being something you can tinker with at this stage of the season.
And Orlando has possession. They trail by 1. To the inside. Here's Bamba. Oh, rejected by Boucher.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 16 so far. Pass to Birch. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Outside Barnes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
It doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding's been impressive so far.
That free throw good from Barnes. Both free throws good from Barnes. Orlando trailing here. Now here's Anthony. His last outing, we saw him score 13. And now the Raptors on the break. Pass to Birch. He takes it in. Rebounded by Lopez.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the strike. The Raptors with a lead. And he drops the first. Second free throw, no good. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Anthony outside. Going inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Chris Boucher.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line. Really quite cool to see Cole Anthony out there living his NBA dream. And obviously his dad, Greg, a good player in his own day, but also a part of the NBA 2K family, giving you commentary at a high level. But Cole's a tremendous talent himself, the 15 overall pick of the 2020 draft.
The free throw drops for Anthony. Well, Clark, you see any similarities between Cole and his dad, Greg?
I do. There's a toughness, a grittiness to both of them. Clearly, he's a little better athlete, but that typically is a generational thing in most cases. Really solid player, smart, good locker room guy, all attributes that his dad had. But heck, both were top 15 picks. I don't know too many households that can make that claim, so that's pretty impressive as point guards.
And Anthony drops them both. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. And Burke slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's a Kiki. That one a little long.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Pass to Boucher. It's Barnes on the wing. 6 to shoot. And it's Orlando with a rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And Goran Dragic gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Now here's Fultz. Coming off a 22-point game against Charlotte. Down low. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
There's always been a lot of talk about Markelle Fultz's shooting. But Grant, one sign as to the strides he's made in his first few years in the league was the upward trend in his free throw shooting.
And when you see that kind of improvement, B.A., it speaks to the work he's put in. You don't become a great free throw shooter by accident. It takes time and effort, and Fultz put in plenty of both.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, when Fultz is healthy now, he's a valuable part of this rotation. We've seen him make big strides lately.
Both good from the line that time. Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. Anthony against Dragic. The putback. Tries yet again. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. Anthony against Dragic. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boom! At over 7 feet tall with bounce, Bamba, a great option for the alley-oop.
There's a minute 47 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Birch. Covered by Lopez. Kicks it out to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Dragic against Anthony. Wagner for 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3, and Wagner hits from deep.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Dragic with it. 9 points for him in his last game. It's Barnes on the wing. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando trailing here. Here's Fultz. Anthony outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Bamba showing you a sense for when to cut. Really well done. He's got agility and excellent size in the pick and roll.
Dragic outside. The 3 is up. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Magic leading by 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And with his team playing well on their home floor, Goran Dragic says they've still got to be locked in.
It's easier to play at home. You play in front of your fans. You're sleeping in your bed, and you know everything feels better. But still, you know, we need to be locked in from the first minute to the last, and play the same with intensity, with energy, like we did so far at home.
Well, Grant, there's nothing like home cooking.
That's the truth. But you've got to be wary of those trap games. Like he said, you got to bring it, no matter where you're playing.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Tim Birch is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Barnes, and then it's Goran Dragic. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And I just love how active Dragic is, consistent at looking to score, which draws the D's attention.
The first free throw is good. All right, I know you follow the college game closely, Clark. What do you think about the one-and-done rule?
You know, B.A., when it first came into existence in 2006, I was on board with it because I thought that some college would be better than no college for most players. Now that we've had it for a decade and a half, I'm of the mindset kids should be allowed to pursue a professional pathway without going to college. There shouldn't be any mandatory, arbitrary number, 19 years old and 1 year removed from college. For those few that would like to go pro right out of high school, then it's incumbent upon the NBA as to whether or not they're going to draft.
Now here's Lopez. And he banks in the layup. And the Magic lead by 1. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Here's Dragic. Here's Barnes. That one off the back iron and out. The Magic have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
The Raptors shooting just 37% in the game. And stolen by Bamba. Anthony against Dragic. It's Anthony on the take. Yep, that one goes. And it's a 5-point Magic lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the basket by Dragic.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
And the Magic call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
A line change here for Toronto. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Isaac comes in for Bamba. Ross, he's checked in for Fultz. And Suggs is subbed in for Anthony. Now here's Carter. Here's Wagner. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first. And so he hits both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Trent. The 3 is up. Offensive board. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Last season, after what was dubbed a historic wave of injuries, the Magic decided it was time to hit the reset button, trading away their veterans for picks and for prospects. This will take some patience, but the front office feels this different path affords them more upside to contend moving forward. Guys?
You know, Allie, that's an excellent point, something to keep an eye on. And he drops the first.
You know, for such a young player, I'm really impressed by Isaac's workmanlike approach to the game. I mean, he's always looking for ways to improve and plays with the even-keeledness of a veteran.
Both free throws good from Isaac.
You know, when we talk about the new NBA and younger players who fit the mold, Jonathan Isaac is actually kind of a poster child for that. Perfect for today's game.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Siakam outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Isaac. Siakam, no good for Isaac. Why do you think Jonathan is an ideal type of player for the current game, Clark?
Well, you know, B.A., it's simple. Every team wants a guy with length. And Isaac's got a 7'1" wingspan. He's a terrific athlete. And, you know, that combination leads to lots of block shots on defense and the ability to stretch the floor at the other end because he's a pretty good shooter. So as he continues to develop that three-point shot, watch out. He'll be the epitome of a 3-and-D guy.
And Toronto has possession, following the bucket by the Magic. Chalk up 2 there.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Pass to Suggs. Count it. And the Magic lead by 9.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
The Raptors have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Now here's Anunoby. Trent outside. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Orlando. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Carter. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Zero wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter. That's superb.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. The shot no good. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Pass to Wagner. To the middle. Achua with a steal. And now the Raptors on the break. Trent finds Siakam. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Siakam's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
Here's Suggs. Guarded by Van Vliet. Ross for 3. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Magic have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Wagner inside. Anunoby covering. And no good, trying to use the glass. Okiki's checked in for Wagner. Toronto trailing. And here's Trent. He's got 5. And it's good. 2 points. Van Vliet's got 7 points.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Pass to Okiki. Now Ross, guarded by Trent. Oh, wow!
You know, Terrence Ross is a former dunk contest champion. Ross has major levitation time.
Now Van Vliet. He's got 7. No luck on that one.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Akiki. Achua defending. Pass to Isaac. Ross for 3. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Siakam, no good. The Magic have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. To the paint. Stolen by Siakam. Here's the break. Here's Anunoby. He can't hit that time. Oh, nice D from Carter. Orlando leading. Here's Suggs. Left side Ross. 3-pointer. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Siakam. Oh, rejected by Isaac. Over to the left wing. Here's Suggs. Over Van Vliet. They double him with Achua. Outside Ross. 6 on the shot clock. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
The Raptors shooting a chilly 28% here in the second. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Siakam finds Trent. And again, no good by Toronto. The Magic have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Book positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Dragic comes in for Trent. And a change for the Magic. Anthony's checked in for Isaac. A shot to stop the drought. And a nice layup by Dragic. Dragic has got 6 here in the quarter.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Pass to Carter. Inside. Here's Ross. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got his 5th rebound in this one. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Ross. Down low. Siakam. The pass to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game.
And just using every inch of his incredible wingspan, Siakam is able to make some creative finishes.
Here's Akiki. It's Ross on the wing. Anunoby covering. Kept alive. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. And for the Raptors, they're shooting 37% from the floor at this point. To the inside, Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Fultz. Pass to Lopez. Back to Fultz. Now here's Lopez. He's guarded by Birch. Lopez can't hit. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 12-4 run. Boucher with it. Dragic right side. "11 feet out. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
They're really working the paint now.
Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Now here's Fultz. A minute 31 left in the second period. Dragic against Anthony. Toronto grabs the miss. They're off to battle the Pacers after this one, and they'll be playing at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Timeout called, the Magic. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Now here's Fultz. Out to Anthony. Pass to Bamba. Lets the three fly. That shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Barnes passes to Birch. Up top, Barnes. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Anthony on the take. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Pass to Birch. Back to Dragic. Let's go with a three. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Spacing the floor with his shooting ability. Dragic showing he has the touch to do damage from deep.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Here's a Kiki. 5 on the clock. Fultz finds Lopez. Rebounded by Birch.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
There's Fultz with a three. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Raptors up by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Goran Dragic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. The numbers are too. And I don't see those numbers dropping off. They're going to keep doing the dirty work in the second half.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
Ice cold, frigid from beyond the arc. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensate by going to the rim.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Man, we've seen Terrence Ross really have a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Toronto has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Isaac and Carter up front. Markelle Fultz is out there with Suggs, and it's Ross in at the 3 spot.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Dragic with it. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Shot is good. Dragic making the play. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Fultz passes to Isaac. Here's Suggs, guarded by Van Vliet. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Suggs has got 6.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. After a deep collegiate championship run, Jalen Suggs looks so ready for the pressures of league play.
Oh, he's got ice in his veins for sure. Taking his college team to the finals with a buzzer-beating 3-pointer, that kind of grit will serve him well in the NBA.
Now here's Fultz. Outside Ross from deep 3-point range. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Dragic outside. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Anunoby passes to Dragic. And here's Achua. Lots of room. And he gets it back. Another shot. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Trent, he's checked in for Dragic. And it's the Raptors with the ball. 3-point lead. Here's Van Vliet. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He's got 12. The Magic have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Pass to Isaac. Here's Suggs. 6 points for him. To the paint. Here's Carter. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Jonathan Isaac making his return from that knee injury he suffered in the bubble. Through the grueling rehab, he kept hope, kept the faith, and kept working to come back strong. He said it revealed another level of grit and grind inside of him. And guys, he's determined to come back better than ever.
Thanks, Allie. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And here's Trent. 5 points in the game. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. Up and over Carter. No good off the back of the rim. For Orlando, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. To the middle. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists tonight.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
first one falls. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And that's good as he hits both shots. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Trent against Fultz. Here's Suggs. Isaac outside. This for the tie! And they recover it. Here's the second effort. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Carter Jr. has a big body inside and uses his physical advantage as well to draw fouls.
First one falls for him. And so Carter nails them both. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 14. Blocked. It deflects off the backboard. The Magic have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Carter, the pass to Fultz. The 3 from Suggs. Achua with a rebound. Achua's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Now Trent. He has 7. Van Vliet outside. Achua with the dunk.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Fultz. There's the drive. Suggs, no good. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And here's Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Fultz. Pass to Suggs. This for the tie. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Fultz has got his 6th assist of the night.
His first half performance somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Trent finds Siakam. Trent against Isaac. Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Inside. For the lead. And it's Wagner missing. Toronto's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Here's Siakam. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Wendell Carter.
And dominating at a mid-major university. Some scouts question Siakam's level of competition during the 2016 draft process, especially since his numbers were so good.
And he knocks down the first one, also affecting Siakam's draft stock, huh? He was 3 or 4 years older than many of his peers.
Well, what's interesting is that player evaluation has become such a science. But sometimes the variables can lead you astray, and you have to go by the eye test. Siakam was in that cohort.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Anunoby. Siakam hits them both.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Suggs. He's got 9. Pass to Wagner. For the lead. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam outside. Second chance effort. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. Orlando has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Anthony outside. Isaac finds Anthony. Now here's Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Anthony misses. The Raptors with a lead. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Toronto's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Kicks it out to Siakam. Lopez with the steal. Anthony, the pass to Isaac. Down low for the lead. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Isaac's got 8 points. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Orlando?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Something else they've excelled at is their interior D. Their rim protection has been outstanding.
Now here's Isaac. Give him 8 points now. Over to the wing. Three-pointer, Anthony. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto trailing. Pulls it in from the elbow. Siakam, no good.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Here's Suggs. 9 points in the game. To the paint. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
I'll tell you what, you have to be excited about Jonathan Isaac. Whenever he's on the floor, he makes an impact on both ends of the court.
He's off on the first. You know, the main thing for Jonathan Isaac is his health. Seems like whenever he gets healthy, he ends up getting hurt again. Guy's been through a lot. He's had to battle through a number of injuries.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously frustrating for him, I'm sure, but he's still got youth on his side. So here's hoping he can remain healthy and reach his potential.
Bamba's checked in for Orlando. Okeke comes in for Wagner. He hits the second from the line. Toronto has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Pass to Boucher. Isaac covering. Good work defensively by Lopez. Orlando leading. Anthony left side. Here's Okeke. Here's Isaac. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one, and the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's his first foul of the game, and the Magic making a change here. Ross is checked in. Toronto's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Dragic against Anthony. Dragic outside. Just 5 on the clock. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Bamba. Outside Ross. Here's Okeke. He's guarded by Barnes. And now the Raptors on the break. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. And the basket by Birch. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And stolen by Boucher. The finish! Rips down the breakaway slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Here's Anthony after the basket by Toronto. Here's Okiki. And the Magic again can't hit. And the call will be against Mo Bamba. That's his third foul of the game. And this is a pretty even game right now in Toronto. Outside Barnes. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. A minute 22 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Okiki. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown. Okiki's got 5.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Dragic. 12 points for him. And here's Boucher, covered by Bamba. And here's Barnes, just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. They get it again. Birch kicks it out to Barnes. Anthony against Dragic. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
The Magic shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Pass to Okiki. It's stolen by Birch.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
To the inside. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Misses there. It's all tied in Toronto. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Barnes. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Chris Boucher. And then it's Goran Dragic. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Okiki. It's Ross on the wing. Back to Okiki to take the lead. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Barnes has got 7 rebounds in the game.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now, my goodness.
And Orlando has possession, following the bucket by the Raptors. Here's Fultz, got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 3. Ross for 3. And another miss by Orlando. The Raptors with a lead. For 3, Dragic. Offensive rebound, Achiuwa. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
It's Anthony on the take. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The first free throw is good. The Raptors making a switch here. And Anunoby's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Carter, he's checked in for Okiki. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up. Achua with the dunk.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Ross. Back to Bamba. Right side Fultz. And that one is stuffed right through.
Fultz, when he has room to throw it down, he's taking it to the rim. No hesitation.
Here's Dragic. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
The baseline J is on the way.
Yeah, he's not having the same success from the field that he saw in the first half.
With the drive, and Anthony slams it in.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Dragic. After the basket by Orlando. Oh, stolen by Fultz. Here we go, one-on-one. It's Ross on the wing. Anunoby covering. Anthony controls the rebound and the putback.
You gotta love how he's stuck with the play. Nice work.
Anthony against Dragic. Hounded by Fultz. And Fultz comes to help. Boucher, no good. The Magic have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Bamba. Hounded by Fultz. Now Dragic. Now here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
And that's just a veteran play. Dragic with the great recognition, running the offense to perfection.
Ross with it. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And now the Raptors on the break. He goes up. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession. Trent, he's checked in for Toronto. Van Vliet comes in for Dragic. Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Pass to Van Vliet. Looking to get it going. It's tipped.
Wendell Carter Jr. at 6'11", able to use his great length to get the block right there. Impressive.
Inside. Here's Fultz. Over Trent. And the Magic again can't hit. The Raptors have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Siakam, he's checked in for Boucher. And a change for the Magic. Isaac's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half.
Trent against Fultz. Trent, the pass to Siakam. Oh, rejected by Isaac. They retain possession. Achua gets the bucket.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Here's Suggs. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Now here's Van Vliet. Trent outside. Oh, nice D from Carter. And the Magic shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Hey, I tell you what, I like the fact that Markelle Fultz is not afraid of contact. He doesn't mind getting roughed up. When he's going up with this shot, he plays through that contact nicely.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Markelle Fultz. That'll be a second foul of the game. And it's the Raptors with the ball. Pass to Trent.
And Fultz is serious about his defense now, always doing his best to get right into the grill of whoever he's guarding.
It's Ross on the wing. Here's Suggs. Fultz with it. Anunoby covering. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Siakam. Van Vliet outside. Left side, Anunoby. Fires from the corner. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Ross. And Suggs the bucket on the assist by Ross. Suggs has gotten 4 this quarter.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
Trent finds Van Vliet. There's the double team with Carter. Oh, rejected by Isaac. Count that bucket.
Giving up second chance buckets, a huge issue for this team.
Boy, they're getting caught spectating. You can't be a watcher out there. They're letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and fight for the ball.
Here's Suggs. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Van Vliet with it. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Trent. The shot misses. Now Orlando takes it the other way.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
To the left wing. Now Fultz, guarded by Trent. Fultz passes to Ross. Outside for Fultz. The Magic need to put one up here. The 3 from Suggs. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Achua. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, he can't do it by himself.
And he drives in. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And here are the Raptors now, after the basket by Orlando. Looking to end this cold spell. Van Vliet misses.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way. And this is the definition of a clutch player. He's 6 for 7 in the quarter as they try to pull this game out.
Now here's Ross. Here's Fultz. Rebounded by Trent.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Here's Van Vliet. Achua passes to Anunoby to tie it up. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. Here's Ross. Isaac outside. Pass to Fultz. Here's Suggs. Guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Ross. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
First free throw is good. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. Hits both from the stripe. Toronto trailing. And here's Trent. Anunoby on the wing. Back to Trent. Clock at 6. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Isaac finds Fultz. From 13, and it's Isaac with the basket on the assist by Fultz. That gives him a double-double in this one. The Raptors shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. Isaac against Siakam. There's another block, making his presence felt on this end.
And just holding down the fort, B.A., anchoring the defense.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Wendell Carter.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He likes the way they're pounding the ball inside. He said, keep working for high percentage looks. The more efficient that we can be down the stretch, the better chance we have of winning this game. Guys?
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Orlando calls timeout. The Magic have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Outside Fultz. Now Isaac. Pass to Anthony. Back to Isaac. Driving to the basket. That shot, no good. Oh, good D by Boucher. Anthony against Van Vliet.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And they'll get another chance.
Big offensive board. They can milk that clock even more now.
Second shot opportunity. Offensive board. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Anthony against Van Vliet. Outside Fultz. Toronto grabs the miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Boucher. Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Fultz with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Fultz passes to Isaac. Over Trent. Trent with the defensive effort. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Out to the right wing. Boucher finds Van Vliet. 26 seconds left in the game. Oh, rejected by Isaac. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're on top by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you got to hit your free throws.
And Toronto calls time here. They're behind by 6. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, what do you think?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Pass to Van Vliet. This one for 3. The rebound by Ross. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. The 3 ball. Watanabe can't get it to go. So it's Orlando picking up the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Markel, the assist numbers for you, jumping off the page. Talk about your effort to get everyone involved.
I just try to make the right play every time I'm on the floor. You know, like Coach said, you know, if I see 2 on me, I'm going to try to hit the open man. And we were just moving the ball today. I think that's a focus that everybody has, and I think we showed a little bit of today, and we just want to keep building.
The ball movement was outstanding. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.